After 4 weeks on the trail, people knew me by the name Frost. It was my trail name, a tribute to one of my favorite writers, Robert Frost, whose poems I was memorizing as I walked. It also became a running joke with other hikers, as winter continued to pummel us with unforgiving weather. Well into March, we were hiking through snowstorms, frozen mountaintop trail, and cold rains that covered the trees in ice. Then, one morning in early April, the season seemed to change all at once. We awoke to snow-covered ground and an ice storm, but as the morning warmed, the ice fell from the trees and covered the forest floor. By 1 o'clock, the sun was out, and we were seeing our first blue skies in more than a week. Spring had arrived, and just in time. I was about to meet my mother, my brother, and Sunshine in Damascus, Virginia, to follow the Appalachian Trail to one of my favorite places, the Grayson Highlands.
On your mark, get set, go.
Where's that horse you rode in on? Where's that fair-faced young man? You carried that dead weight and let it fall by the wayside and buried those years one dark evening.
Tell me what the process of making dinner in camp is like.
Pick dinner. Step 1. Step 2, read the instructions 8 times in a row because I forgot them all the last 7 times. Step 3, still get it wrong. But as long as boiling water came in contact with the food powder, I eat, and it's good.
Now in a land without leaders, I listen close to the soul beneath me and keep my heart with yours. And yes, we know that.
What did you get into?
I said I'm gonna pee in my pants.
And yes,
Alright, go ahead.
Hold it. It's not beeping.
It's taking a video.
Keep the secret, walk the furrows, mend the fences, plumb and level, go inside, stow the shovel.
In 500 miles of hiking, I'd experienced nothing so rich as sharing the trail for 3 days with my family. When they left Damascus, my tank was full and I was raring to go on my solo hike again. The days were lengthening, the temperatures warmer. I thought I'd cover long miles and maybe catch friends who'd moved down the trail ahead of me. I was about to land myself in the first real trouble of my hike.
Well, Sunshine, I'm suffering. My feet really hurt right now, and I can only blame myself for it. When you dropped me off from Damascus and I started back on the trail, I fell in with a group of nice folks who were moving fast, and for about 5 days straight, I walked an average of 20 miles a day, and now I'm paying for it. Built up some pretty deep, painful blisters on my feet that have then become infected and make just about every step a throbbing, painful ordeal. I knew better than to do that, than to walk too far under a heavy load. But I guess I was just riding the high of the good weekend with you and Mom and Ben. Feeling like Superman, like I could do anything. So for the moment, it's pretty hard to see past the discomfort I'm in and the pain. That feels fairly all-consuming, and I have a hard time not feeling sorry for myself. But I know that better days are ahead if I can just be patient and adapt to the trail, take the rest that I need. I hope for those days. Right now I'm feeling pretty alone.
I'd become caught up in the rush to cover miles, and I could barely stop to give myself time to heal. The first morning I could walk without a limp, I speed hiked 17 miles in the rain, only to fall over a wet boulder and bash my shin badly. The next 2 days I pushed long miles on a throbbing leg, trying to make it into town to see a doctor. When I reached McAfee's Knob, I caught a group of other injured hikers. The longer days of spring had lured us all in and left us lame. Now we were each looking for ways to continue making progress on the trail while allowing our bodies to heal. It was not a very realistic hope. The morning I hiked 15 miles into Daleville, Virginia, I was beginning to worry my injured leg would bring an end to my hike. Then I looked up the trail and saw Sunshine walking towards me. She'd taken off work and come up to surprise me. Together we walked into town to find a doctor and seek confirmation that I could keep going.
Alright, well, it's bad news. I have to keep hiking. I don't get an out. I don't get to go home with Sunshine. My ankle is perfectly fine. I think the doctor's exact words were, "Quit your crying." But I'm really glad to know that.
I continued my hike with a renewed commitment to slow down and take care of my body. I could feel now how tenuous the whole journey was and how quickly it could end. One day I came in out of the rain to visit with Fresh Grounds, a trail angel who provided coffee and food to hikers. His attempt to thru-hike had ended the previous year with injury, and now he was supporting others on their way.
From people that are outside the Appalachian Trail, they don't understand the variables that involve. One rock can ruin your whole hike. One misstep can ruin your whole hike. One decision, decide to get up and start walking early and trip and fall, or for whatever reason, a wet rock or ice or whatever. So many variables, so many things that can happen.
That's right.
That can end it, and not only end it, but end it in a devastating way. I got the essence of everything yesterday, or 2 mornings ago, when I left, tanked out, is what we call it. When I was tanked out emotionally, physically, and I left on the car, right before I came back, I saw this blooming picture, the blooming tree. And then I saw this plant that had sprouted up in the last few days. And I noticed it. And when you stop noticing that on the trail, you're not really experiencing the hike. Then you're just a machine trying to make miles. And if you really truly want to love the hike, you need to see the beauty. You need to appreciate the beauty in people, in nature, and every day out here is a success. Doesn't matter how many miles you make. They don't make it to Katahdin, that's fine. I hope they learn that. I hope they learn the essence is day by day, even in the rain, even in the sun. Appreciate it, because it is a privilege to be out here. Absolutely. I would think it's definitely a privilege.
The man who first envisioned the Appalachian Trail once said that its purpose was to walk, to see, and to see what you see. I took those words to heart as I continued north, meeting new people, seeing new places, and most of all, trying not to miss what the trail had to offer each day.
Go. Whew. Yeah, I'm all right. I just saw this thing coming. I was like, I can't handle that.
Gosh. Yeah. Ben.
Relax.
I'm
Good
sorry.
grief.
I'm sorry. Well, that scared me. Okay.
Yeah. I just didn't want to try to run through that with this thing.